people who did nothing to have the temerity, the gumption today to ask a government which did so much, which brought down Bhavalpur and Muritke, to say, why didn't you do more? I think it's extraordinary. Now, sir, we also heard from one of the early speakers saying we are now facing a two-front, and that the leader of opposition has been warning us about two-front. Now, all I can say, sir, is the person who said it, and maybe the leader of opposition, must have missed their history lessons in school. I'll tell you why. Because I would like to walk you through the history of this two-front. The two-front started because of something called POK. POK was created in 1948-49 by the government of this country by not completing the job of what was to be done. Now, sir, the House should note these dates. The two fronts started 1963, when the Shaksgam Valley was ceded by Pakistan to China as a result of an agreement. Then in 1966, the Karakoram Highway was agreed upon, which took 20 years, was completed in 1986. Now, references were made to China-Pakistan military collaboration. So when did this collaboration start? I'll give you the year, 1966. In 1966, the first Chinese military supplies went to Pakistan. When did nuclear collaboration start? 1976. 1976, when Bhutto arranged for China-Pakistan to get together on this. And in 1980s, when Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi was visiting China and Pakistan, that was when the nuclear collaboration was at its height. Now, let me go further. You will say, why are you talking history? So let me bring this further up. 2005, Pakistan-China Treaty of Friendship and Cooperation. 2006, Pakistan-China Free Trade Agreement. 2013, handing over of Gwadar to China, Gwadar port to China. May 2013, announcement of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. So, sir, we are getting warnings about a US-China, Pakistan-China collaboration, when this collaboration has been going on for 60 years. Now, let me also address two other points. There was a reference made to IMF that, why did you not stop? Why did you not stop?
आपने सवाल उठाया तो जवाब भी सुनना पड़ेगा. आपने उठाया ना, आपके उपनेता ने उठाया, आपने सुनो जवाब. अब जैसे सवाल करोगे वैसे जवाब सुनने पड़ेंगे.
Sir, the IMF loan which was given was approved in September 2024. It was an extended fund facility of $7 billion. Now, sir, the House should know, Pakistan is a serial borrower from the IMF. I think 16 or 17 times they have taken IMF package. Now, very interesting comparison, sir. In 2008, Pakistan got a standby arrangement of $9.70 billion. In 2013, it got another one of $5.9 billion. So the very people who are concerned today at a $7 billion package should remember a $15 billion package went through for Pakistan during that tenure. Now, reference was made, sir, to FATF. I want to say the longest period that Pakistan has been under FATF grey list has been under the tenure of the Modi government. During the Modi government, from 2018 to 2022, 1,576 days, Pakistan was in the grey list. Yes, they were in the grey list earlier also. I am not denying that. It was for a shorter period. But I again want the House to appreciate that the FATF meeting in May 2025 has kept Pakistan in the enhanced follow-up category, recognizing that the compliance of Pakistan is only partial. Now, sir, so much for Pakistan. Some members also raised issues pertaining to China. So I would like to spend a few minutes on that. So I would first like the House to appreciate, because today we are getting these lectures saying China is a great danger, China, Pakistan are together, we are warning you. So what does the Congress party really think about China? Don't go by what they say. Let us see what they did. In 2005, China was designated as a strategic partner during Prime Minister Wen Jiabao's visit to India. Strategic partner. And there is a concept, very famous concept called Chindia, sir, a belief that China and India have common interest. And the main proponent of Chindia is the party spokesman of the people opposite. Now, some mention was made about visits, including my visit. Yes, I went to China. I went to China to make our position very clear about de-escalation, about trade restrictions, and about terrorism. I did not go to China for the Olympics. I did not go to China for secret agreements. I did not go, So the House should know that people were watching Olympics when China was issuing stapled visas for people from Arunachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir. This is the reality of China. Now, let me really tell you, sir, how is the relationship with China. Some years ago,
विदेश मंत्री जी को संरक्षण देना चाहिए। उनके स्पीकर जब बोल रहे थे, हम पूरे धैर्य से सुने। मैं बताऊंगा कितनी असत्य बातें बोली गई कल, परंतु फिर भी असत्य को भी हम हलाहल समझकर पी गए। अब ये सत्य भी नहीं सुन पाते हैं। माननीय अध्यक्ष, मुझे लगता है आपको प्रोटेक्शन देना चाहिए। बैठे बैठे टोका टोकी करना सबको आता है, ऐसा नहीं हमें नहीं आता, मगर इतने गंभीर विषय पर चर्चा जब हो रही है तो सरकार के प्रमुख विभाग के मंत्री को बोलते हुए बैठे बैठे टोकना ये विपक्ष को शोभा देता है क्या? मान्यवर, आपने बिल्कुल उनको आग्रह से कहना चाहिए, वरना हम भी हमारे मेंबर को बाद में समझा नहीं पाएंगे।
We heard today a lot about what was supposed to be the thinking.
बैठिए, आपको इजाजत नहीं, बैठिए।
Sir, we heard about warnings about China, cautions about China. You know, China is planning this, China is planning that. But sir, I want to remind this House, Doklam crisis was on. The leader of opposition decided to get a briefing from whom? Not from the government, not from the emir, from the Chinese ambassador. He took his briefing from the Chinese ambassador when our military was confronting the Chinese military in Doklam. So I want to say that I want to say, and this is the political thing. Let me, sir, give you the economic thing. In 2006, the
माननीय
UPA
सदस्य,
government.
प्लीज बैठे बैठे टिप्पणी मत कीजिए, आप बहुत कर रहे हो। नहीं, गलत है, बैठिए, बैठे बैठे टिप्पणी मत कीजिए।
Sir, in 2006, because I want to illustrate my points with facts. I spoke about political facts. I spoke about border facts. Let me give you an economic fact. What is the economic thinking of the Congress party about China? In 2006, the Congress party agreed to do a regional trading arrangement with China. It was finalized during the visit of President Hu Jintao. A task force was appointed. The task force gave a positive recommendation. Through the efforts of various people, this did not happen. Let me give you the technology side. The very people today who are cautioning us on China are the people who allowed 3G and 4G to come from China. It is this government which made sure there was a made in India 5G. And finally, sir, we keep speaking about the border. The border, if today, whether it is the border with Pakistan, whether it is the border with China or any other border, if our military is today able to stand its ground, the kind of massive deployment that we saw on the China border after 2020, it is because our border infrastructure budget has gone up 4 times. Our tunneling, our road building, our bridging has doubled or tripled. And this is a far cry from the period when the thinking was, let's not develop the border because then the Chinese cannot come there. We had 60 years of neglect of the border. Today, in the last 10 years, that neglect has been reversed. There is still a lot of work to be done. So I think people need to understand. And it's not just in India, sir. We have just come back from Maldives. When I hear comments about foreign policy, yesterday, day before yesterday, the Prime Minister was the guest of honor at the Independence Day of Maldives. This is the country which during their time forced an Indian company to leave an airport. That country today has invited India to build 2 new airports. Look at Sri Lanka. If the Hambantota port was built between 2005 and 2008, and at that time, it was actually justified as saying that it has no impact on India's interest. So I want, sir, the House to appreciate that the people who are today claiming to be custodians of national security thinking, who say that they are giving warnings, let us look at the record, let us see what they did when they were in office. But now allow me to come back to Operation Sindoor. So I want, sir, to conclude by saying this. The challenge of cross-border terrorism continues, but Operation Sindoor marks a new phase. There is now a new normal. The new normal has 5 points. 1, terrorists will not be treated as proxies. 2, cross-border terrorism will get an appropriate response. 3, terror and talks are not possible together. There will only be talks on terror. 4, not yielding to nuclear blackmail. And finally, terror and good neighborliness cannot coexist. Blood and water cannot flow together. This is our position. So let me conclude, sir, by recognizing the role which this body and the upper house has played during this period in explaining our national position and our national interest on Operation Sindoor. We had, sir, 7 parliamentary delegations which went to 33 countries. Some comments were made about those delegations. I have to tell the honorable member, Arvind Sawantji, I'm sorry, you are completely misinformed. Those delegations were received with great honor. In many cases, the foreign minister of the country met them. Please look at the tweets of people sitting next to you. That itself will tell you. And
इनके बगल वालों से पूछ ले वे जानकारी.
Sir, these 7 delegations, the delegation led by Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, by Shashi Tharoor ji, by Baijan Panda ji, by Sanjay Kumar Jha ji, by Kanimori ji, by Supriya Sole ji, and by Shrikant Eknath Shinde ji. So these 7 delegations did the nation proud. They across the board, and every member of opposition, members of the government, public-spirited citizens, retired diplomats, they were able to explain to the whole world our posture of zero tolerance against terrorism. So I would like, sir, to end my remarks with the hope that on an issue as important as this struggle against terrorism, we can only succeed in ensuring zero tolerance against terrorism if we have a united voice in this country against terrorism. There must not be any division of opinion on this matter. The way the parliamentary delegations behaved abroad, I hope the same solidarity will permeate the proceedings of the House. I thank you.
श्री मियां अल्ताफ अहमद।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। सर, मैं उस पार्लिमानी हलके से हूं जहां पे ये पहलगाम का वाक़या हुआ, और बदकिस्मती की बात है कि 26 बेगुनाह लोग मारे गए। मेरे पास अल्फाज ही नहीं कि मैं बयान कर सकूं इस बुज़दिलाना, अहमकाना और ब्रूटल किस्म के अटैक का। इसकी जितनी भी मजम्मत की जाए वो कम है, और इसके लिए अल्फाज ही नहीं। पूरी दुनिया जो है वो इस वाक़े के बाद लर्ज़ गई। पूरी दुनिया में इस वाक़े के बाद खौफ तारी हो गया, और इसी तरह पूरा जम्मू कश्मीर भी बगैर किसी कॉल के, बगैर किसी प्रोग्राम के इस वाक़े के खिलाफ निकला और इसकी मजम्मत की। कई घर ऐसे भी हैं, बल्कि बहुत से घर ऐसे हैं जहां उस दिन लोगों ने खाना भी नहीं खाया और जहां उस दिन लोग सोए भी नहीं। आज जो ये वाक़या हुआ